Okay. Uh, we're still working with the iPhone 7, so I hope you all forgive me. Uh, uh, Still haven't been able to get another device that works better for me, but I'm pretty sure it's getting to you. The driver's manual, in case you're taking the license test, driving test, right? So for those of you out there that are not able to read because you don't have time, you work all day, or you're probably going to school, college or something, uh, all you got to do is just put the earplugs and start listening before you get in the driver's license test. Okay, so this is going to be very helpful to you. Hopefully, this is very value. And if you think this is value to you, I just want to ask you to, hit the button, likes, make some comments down below, and share with family, friends, and subscribe to our channel if you think this is working for you. Okay. Today we're gonna talk about the chapter 7. Chapter 7. It's about privilege and penalties. Let me check up on the time because I'm working with an iPhone 7 and I need to make sure I don't go over 20 minutes. It's already asking me to either purchase iCloud storage or it's asking me to change to another phone, and I can't afford that. All right, so it's 8:30 right now, and when it's 8:50, I should stop the video. You might see me getting up later on. It depends on you. If you keep on subscribing to our channel, I'm sure we're gonna afford to purchase another phone, better quality, so I can storage probably 250 gigabytes or 500, or who knows, 1 TB. All right. So chapter 7: driver privileges and penalties. Section contents 122: the driving privilege, driving under the influence, TUI, breath test, ignition interlock device, intoxicated driver, resource center, motor vehicle violations, driver programs, violations, surcharges, and point violations, point system, moving violation point chart, interstate compacts. The driving privilege. Driving is a privilege, not a right. State law allows or requires an individual driving privilege to be suspended for such motor vehicle violation, which means the driver license will be taken away and the motorist may not drive for a stated period of time. In addition to license suspension, fines and imprisonment may also be imposed for moving violation. The length of suspension depends on several factors, including which laws is broken and how many convictions a motorist receives. Likewise, license restorations depends on the type of offenses and the numbers of convictions. A habitual offender is motorist whose driver license has been suspended 3 times in 3 years. To avoid any problems, it is important to know and obey New Jersey traffic laws, which are in place to protect every motorist. Some suspensions and decided. I'm sorry if I stop right now. I just want to double check if I already pressed the button. Yes, it's working. All right, guys. Just forgive until we get used to this. All right. Later on we'll have a better device and keep on doing. All right. So suspended 3 times in 3 years to avoid any problems. It is important to know and obey the traffic laws, which are in place to protect every motorist. Some suspensions are decided on a case by case basis, and the sentence is not mandatory. The chief administrator of the MVC of the court may suspend driving privileges Reasons for loss of driving privileges may include, but are not limited to, the following reasons: failure to answer or pay parking tickets, driving while suspended, failure to provide proof of insurance, physical or mental disqualifications, drug or alcohol use, traffic laws violations, at fault in a fatal crash, failure to respond to an MVC notice. The MVC chief administrator may also require a re examination of any person considered to be a problem driver. This re examination will help determine whether driving privileges should be suspended. Driving under the influence, DUI. If a driver blood alcohol concentration is 0.08% or higher of a person operates a motor vehicle while under the influence of intoxicating liquor, they might be convicted of driving under the influence. Driver under the age 21, the legal age to purchase, consume alcohol found with a BAC of 0.01% or more while operating a motor vehicle will be further penalized. In New Jersey, a person must be age 21 or older to purchase, possess, or consume alcohol. Underage drinking is illegal and can have severe consequences for young people who drink and for adults who provide alcohol to those under age 21. Okay. The If a driver under the age of 21 buys or drinks alcohol in a place with an alcoholic beverage license, she might be fined $500 and lose her license of a period of time. If a person under age 21 does not have a driver's license, the suspension starts when she is first eligible to receive a license. Also, the person might be required to participate in an alcohol education or treatment program. Mandatory penalty. First offense, operating under the influence of alcohol, BAC 0.08% or more but less than 0.10%. $250, 400 fine, 12 to 48 hours participation in an intoxicated driving resource center, IDRC fee of $264 for the 12-hour program or $321 for the 48-hour program, up to 30 days imprisonment, $100 drunk driving enforcement fund fee, $100 alcohol education rehabilitation and enforcement fund, $1,000 annual surcharge for 3 years, $75 Safe Neighborhood Services Fund fee, $125 DUI surcharge, $33 court cost, $1 body armor replacements fund, $1 New Jersey Spinal Cord Research, one Autism Medical Research and Treatment Fund, $3 New Jersey Forensic DNA Laboratory Fund, $1 New Jersey Brain Injury Research Fund. Okay, first offense BAC 0.10% or more, $300, 500 fine, 12 to 48-hour participation in an intoxicated driver resource center, IDRC. IDRC fee of $264 for the 12 hours program or $321 for the 48 hours program, up to 30 days imprisonment, $100 drunk driving enforcement fund fee, $100 alcohol education rehabilitation and enforcement fund fee, 1,000 annual searches for 3 years, $75 Safe Neighborhood Services Fund fee. All right. $50 violent crimes assessment fee, 125 DUI searches, $33 court cost, $1 body armor replacement fund, $1 New Jersey Spinal Cord Research Fund, $1 Autism Medical Research and Treatment Fund, $3 New Jersey Forensic DNA Laboratory Fund, $1 New Jersey Brain Injury Research Fund. License suspension and interlock. For first offense prior to December 1, 2019, 3 months to 1 year license suspension and possible interlock device requirement during suspension and for 6 months to 1 year following restoration. For offenses occurring on or after December 1, 2019, BAC of 0.08% to 0.10% must install ignition interlock device for 3 months. License suspension for feature until ignition interlock device is installed. BAC. Okay, please forgive me, guys. It didn't work. I thought it was gonna go all the way to 20 minutes, and it didn't work. So for you to learn, you can go to the InShot. InShot will, what do you call it? Will make it one video. Both of the videos that I'm recording right now. Okay. So okay. So we left off as BAC at a, or above 0.50% must install ignition interlock device for period of license suspension for failure, and then between 9 months and 15 months following license restoration. License suspension for failure of between 4 months and 6 months. 30 to 90 underage offense, 30 to 90 days suspension of driving privilege on the day motorist, 10 more minutes, becomes eligible to obtain a license or on the date of conviction, whichever or is later, 15 to 30 days community service, participation in an intoxicated driver resource center IDRC or alcohol education and highway safety program. Okay. Um, the courts of require DUI offenders to use ignition interlock devices on their motor vehicle, and interlock device is attached to a motor vehicle to prevent it from being started when the alcohol level of the motorist breath exceeds a predetermined amount. Installation of the interlock device may be required during the motorist period of suspension. In addition, once the motorist driving privilege is restored, the interlock device may be required for anywhere from 3 months to 4 years. Okay, New Jersey has an implied consent law. This means the motorists in New Jersey roadways have agreed simply by using the New Jersey roadways to submit to breath tests given by law enforcement or hospital staff following an arrest for an intoxicated driving offense. Motorists who refuse to take breath tests will be detained and brought to a hospital where hospital staff may draw blood. Motorists who refuse to take a breath test in New Jersey are subject to violation searches of 1,000 per year for 3 years. Depending on the number of past offenses, a conviction for refusal could result in the loss of driving privileges to run concurrently or consecutively based on a judge order. Conviction for refusal in connection with the first offense will result in the loss of driving privileges until ignition interlock device has been installed. Different penalties apply to violations committed prior to December 2019. Ignition interlock device. A motorist who is convicted of a DUI offense may be required to install an ignition interlock device in any motor vehicle they principally operate for offense prior to December 1, 2019. In one motor vehicle the person owns, leases, or principally operates, whichever the person most operates for offenses or on or after December 1st, 2019, during and after the entire period for which the driving privilege is suspended. This device is attached to the vehicle with a built-in breathalyzer and prevents the vehicle from starting if the motorist BAC exceeds 0.05%. The interlock requirement is in addition to any other penalty required under the state's intoxicating driving status. First DUI offense with BAC or less than 0.50% prior to 12/1/19. Installation of ignition interlock device for 6 months to 1 year from the date of driving privilege restoration, judge discretion. First DUI offense with a BAC or less than 0.50% on or after 12/1/19. Installation of ignition interlock device for 3 months to 1 year from the date of driving privilege restoration. First DUI offense with the BAC of 0.15% or higher or refusal to submit to breath test offense prior to 12/1/19. Installation of ignition interlock device during suspension and for 6 months to 1 year from the dates of driving privilege restoration. We still have chance. First DUI offense with BAC of 0.50% or higher or refusal to submit to birth test offense or on after 12/1/18. Installation of ignition interlock device during suspension and for 9 to 15 months from the date of driving privilege restoration. Second of subsequent DUI or refusal to breath test offense prior to 12/1/18. Installation of ignition interlock device during suspension and for 1 to 3 years from the date of driving privilege restoration. Second or subsequent DUR or refusal to breath test offense or after 12/1/19. Installation of ignition interlock device during suspension and for 2 4 years from the date of driving privilege restoration. If the court sentenced a motorist to install an interlock device, he/she will receive an MVC notice explaining how to obtain the device, as well as additional MVC notice confirming the suspension of an approved list of interlock device manufacturers can be found on the MVC website www.njmvc.gov. Okay, intoxicated driver source center. State law requires that any motorist charged with an alcohol-related traffic offense must be detained at an IGRC. Each of New Jersey is 21 counties has an IGRC where first and third time offenders are determined, second time offenders are detained, and one of three regional IGRCs, the NJ Department of Human Services, Division of Addiction Service, and the Intoxicated Driving Program coordinates. During the detention, all offenders attend an alcohol in the highway safety education program. The center evaluates each offender for an alcohol or drug problem and determines the need of treatment. Those deemed in need of treatment are referred to an appropriate provided for at least a 16-week treatment program. Satisfactory participation in a state assigned program is a condition for relicensing. Failure to comply will result in further loss of driving privileges and the possibility of imprisonment. Okay, if you think this is being very helpful to you, please, all I'm asking is to help us out, support our channel, hit the button like, make some comments below, subscribe to our channel, and share it with family and friends. This is going to be very helpful to us to see. I'm really doing it from the bottom of my heart. It fulfills my heart. Enjoy helping others. In case you don't have time to read the driver's license manual for your driver's license test, at least I'm giving you an extra help while you are going on the train or a bus, or somebody's giving you a ride to work or to college. You use your earplugs, and probably this is going to be helpful to you. All right, guys, I'll see you on the next episode. See you.